Hello, this is my second probability question for today. Would you like to give it a pause, work it out, and then we can do it together? Welcome back. If you've paused this video to attempt this by yourself, let's see if you're correct. Okay, Sarah either gets a bus or walks to school. Now, this is the probability question, and we're going to use tree diagrams. Okay, Sarah either gets a bus or walks to school. Okay, so let me start drawing the tree. So it's either bus or walk. The probability she gets the bus is 0.4, so I'm going to write 0.4 here. If the probability that she gets the bus is 0.4, then it means that the probability that she walks to school is 0.6. There are only two outcomes, and both outcomes should add up to 1, okay? So both outcomes should add up to 1. The probability of both outcomes should add up to 1. Okay, then. Now, if she gets the bus, so let's deal with the bus. If she gets the bus, then the probability that she's late is 0.1. Let me write that as not late. Not late, okay? Again, both probabilities have to add up to 1. So 0.1, and then this will be 0.9, okay? She's either late or she's not late, and both probabilities have to add up to 1. Now, it also says that if she walks, the probability that Sarah is late is 0.2. So we are dealing with walk. The probability that she will be late is 0.25. What that means is that the probability that she's not late is 0.75. 0.75. Let me just write this properly. Okay, so both probabilities have to add up to 1, so that's 0.25 and 0.75. Okay, now work out the probability that Sarah is late. There are two ways that Sarah can be late, okay? She can take the bus and be late, so this is the path that the tree diagram will take, or she can walk and be late, so I'm going to do that in blue. She can walk and be late. So let's work out the probability of each one. First of all, I've highlighted in red. Let's first work out what I've highlighted in red. Let's deal with the red part of the tree, the part of the tree that I've highlighted in red, okay? So the probability that she's taking the bus, B for bus, and she is late, L for late, will be 0.4 times 0.1, okay? I am multiplying the probabilities that I've highlighted in red. That's 0.4 times 0.1, and that's equal to 0.04. The probability, now I'm going to deal with the blue part of the tree, or the part of the tree that I've highlighted in blue. The probability that she walked and she's late is 0.6 times 0.25. And I'm just going to use my calculator. That's 0.15. So the probability that she's late will be the probability that she's late will be the probability that she took the bus and was late, which I'll call PBL, which we've already worked out, plus the probability that she walked, and was late. So that's equal to 0.04 plus 0.15, and that's equal to 0.19. Now, why did we add the two probabilities? We added these two probabilities is because she can either be late for taking the bus or she can be late from taking the walk. So it's either she does one or the other. That's why we add them. Anyway, so that's your answer. 0.19 is your answer. Thanks for watching.